supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
44's mine. Check.
80 weapons. Let's go.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
61, matchbox, light. Bravo.
Now back to throw. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now from the 50. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
50's a month. 50's a month. Christian, Travis.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Alpha. Topper.
Safety scraping. That's the
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Real. We taking wins home.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 13.
Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check nickel.
Point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. My touch.
Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
Good. 180.
Guys, it's game situation.
Run, run, run.
Showing up.
Kings, Kings, Kings.
Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
One to my
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
What? Twins. What?
Right up.
Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
44. Mike, 44.
2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
Ready? Hey, box drop, box drop.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, man.
Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is lost, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On second down now, Mixon